Hey, what's up, guys? It's Lewis at That Convention Guy Collectibles, and got another little mail day today. Having a little coffee right now. Thought I'd share it with you guys. Well, the mail day, not the coffee. So let's get to it. Hope you guys are doing well. I'm gonna try something different. I'm gonna open all of these or slice them all. Now we should have everything sliced open and we can start to get to it. Hope you like your shacks. Please leave feedback. It's appreciated. I guess we know what this one is. Alright, so looks like a shack lot in this first package. So we have some 92 classics. And then we have some of the McDonald's Upper Deck. There's like 3 of those. And a few more in this top loader. Let's see. Got the Classic 4-Sport and the Upper Deck Top Prospects. So a nice little shack lot there. Mark McGwire home run number 10 from the 1999 top set. It did 1 through 70, and this is number 10. I already have the whole set. I think I just picked this up for like $3 or $4, and I was like, why not? Oh, okay. They included a couple freebies, and what I do with freebies is usually just pass them on. If when I sell something, I'll end up putting these in there as freebies for the next person. And 1998 Topps Gold Label Mark McGwire, the Roger Maris home run chase. Love that card. I've picked up a few shack lots recently. They were a lot more affordable than they have been in the past couple months or even year. And so this is 1992 Classic number 1. Love that card. My favorite shack card of all time. There were 2 more in that little pile. And then a couple of the 92 Classic Wooden Award 4-Sports. Looks like, what, 7 or 8 of them? So, very cool card. Let's see if any of these have the promotional designation. No, they do not. These are the standard, which is very nice. Just more to add to the shot collection. Another little pouch here. Let's see. I love that they put them in team bags and wrapped them and everything else. And this is the regular 4-Sport, not the Wooden Award, the regular 4-Sport. And there's a lot of these as well. So that looks like maybe 10 or 11. All the same. Again, I collect shack in bulk. So anytime I can get these at a reasonable price, I'm your guy. And this also came with the 92 Upper Deck. What do they call this? The hologram, I believe it was called. Yeah. Very cool. All right, last envelope for today. Looks like another little lot, maybe. This was 3 more in a different lot, so like I said, I'll double check that, but always happy to add them to the collection. I probably got that one, I think, for $2, and I think that's why I did it. Now that I'm thinking back, I'm like, it does sound familiar. Let me throw this away. I'm going to go with the small box just because it's a lot less weight. Oh, this is nice. Okay. So this is like a Christmas morning for me. And this is a lot that I picked up. I think I paid like $60, something like that. And it is Mark McGwire, so not a lot of high dollar value or anything like that. But these are some of those cards that I just love to collect. They're sentimental to me. They were right when I started collecting baseball cards. I was 8 years old. And so I started collecting. And so these cards from that era, I just love them. And so I always pick these up in bulk if I can. Same thing. You know, they're about $4 a piece if you buy them individually. But, you know, here's a lot that I bought for, I think, like 50 or 60 bucks. Can't remember. And there's a stack of them, as you can see. And this lot also came with some others, which is always nice. I really purchased it for this stack right here. But it did come with 2 of the 87 Donruss. It came with a few of the Donruss highlights. And a few more of these. These are different, but a few more. The classic yellow. And then we have 3 of the Fleer rookies. The 87 glossy. The Donruss, the rookie set. These were really cool. I remember getting these out of like those little mini sets, like 30 cards, 44 cards, something like that. And really like that one. And then this last one is the Bash Brothers McGwire Canseco card, and there's a lot of these, you know, like 7 or 8 of them. Okay, so those were all bonus to me because I wasn't really paying for those. I was paying for this stack, so that's awesome. And so this stack is 1987 Topps Mark McGwire. And what I love about this card is just the look of that card. And again, it represents a lot of sentimental feelings. First year I collected. This is probably my second favorite card of all time. I know some people have, you know, the Mickey Mantle rookie card or Michael Jordan rookie card. Yeah, those are amazing. Don't get me wrong. But as far as sentimental value, like the thing I started collecting, this is probably my second favorite card of all time. Number 1 is probably the 87 Topps Don Mattingly card, which looks just like this one. Same set. But yeah, those were my 2 favorite players when I was a kid. And when I first started collecting, I was like, oh, I got to get their cards. I got to get their cards. And I just love the look of the card. I don't know what it is. It's not like it's super fancy or anything like that. But just the coloring, the way that the portrait is like that, where it's like, you know, the background is faded. I don't know. I just love it. And so anytime I can pick these up for a reasonable price, I'll buy them in bulk. I mean, I probably have maybe 600 of these at this point. And I think I have like 600 of the Mattingleys, maybe 800 of the Mattingleys. This is a nice size lot. I think there's like 80 in here, if I remember correctly. They're not in top loaders or penny sleeves or anything like that, so I'll probably spend some time to put those in. But again, just one of those cards that I just love. And, you know, if I can get them for $1 a piece, I'll buy a huge lot of them. If I can get them for less than $1, you can take my money. Some people want $4 a card. You know, that book value I think is around $4, something like that. I haven't seen a book value in a long time, but I'm guessing somewhere around $4. You know, you can get let's say it's 100, you know, a lot of 100 of them. You know, if I can get it for $100 or less, I'll jump on it. Sometimes there's lots of 25 and they want $100. So if I can get them for that, you know, under $1 mark, I'll buy them all day. If I can get them for $1, depending on how many there are, I'll take it. Anything above that, I'll usually wait. You know, somebody else will be selling them, so that's usually what I do. So, last one for the day. Here's to find out, do you guys have collections like that? Things that you collect that, you know, wow, 3 packages. Things that you guys collect that maybe are more sentimental or, you know, mean more to you. I know right now I've been watching a sports card shop, Grand Slam Collectibles. Shout out Nate. You know, he's been going through the last couple months of buying old wax, you know, from the 80s and stuff. Ooh. I mean, I hate to see the way it's packaged, but I'd love to see what's inside. And that is, so far, another stack. And I was very lucky on eBay this week. I was able to find these for, like I said, under that $1 per card mark. So anyway, back to Nate. He's been buying up a lot of wax from the 80s, you know, things that he collected when he was younger and what kind of drove his interest in the hobby. And I really respect that, you know, because, yeah, I mean, everybody likes something different. And, you know, if you're into the $10,000 cards, hey, awesome. I happen to be into these, you know, what I consider to be dollar cards or less than dollar cards. And that's purely because they mean something to me. They represent a time in my life when it was, you know, I was young and innocent and pure and, you know, just it wasn't about the money. It was about the collecting. And wow, look at that stack, guys. So, yeah, I'm curious. What do you guys think? Do you collect things like this where it's just for passion? You know, if you collect sports cards, do you do it for the investment? Do you do it for the money? Do you do it because you want things to go up in value? Or do you have a little bit of both? I mean, I have some of those things, but they're usually things that I like as well. So a big part of my collection is Shaq rookies and things like this. Mark McGwire 87 tops or Mattingly 87 tops. You know, McGwire gold label. I mean, this is a $4 or $5 card. You know, it's nothing I'm going to retire on or anything like that. But for me, it brings me so much joy. Like, you know, I wish these were all penny sleeved already and top loaded and that kind of thing so that they're protected. But at the same time, I'm kind of happy that they're not, because I'm going to get to spend the next 20 minutes or so putting these in sleeves. And every single one that I go through putting in sleeve, I'm just going to be like, this is nice. Not the tedious work part of it, but that it's going into my collection, and that makes me so happy. I mean, look at the stacks that I've gotten today of 87 tops McGwire. That is just awesome. Like, seriously. I hope I still have shelf space. But assuming I do, yeah, really excited about today's mail day. A bunch of Shaqs. I mean, this is a nice stack of Shaq cards. And then the 2 McGwires, a couple other McGwires over here. So, you know, probably, if I had to guess, trying to think back to what I spent. I know the Shaqs were really inexpensive. The McGwires, I want to say, were around $50 a lot. I think this one, because I had more, I want to say I paid $100. I'd have to double check. But you're looking at, you know, maybe $200 worth of stuff here. But this is like super enjoyment. It's the cards that make me happy. It's, like I said, I'm going to spend the next 20, 30 minutes top loading these and adding them to collection. And that just is awesome for me. You know, I love that. Yeah. Super psyched. So, well, I know in the last video, my wife told me I should start doing dad jokes on here. And I think it's purely because, well, it's either because, well, no. She definitely wants me to stop telling her the dad jokes because she's sick of them. And so is my daughter, who bought me the calendar of dad jokes, but that's for another story. But I don't know, is she trying to sabotage my page maybe too? It's like I'm starting to get a few followers here and there and, you know, a couple comments on my post. And, you know, at the end of the post, I ask you guys, if you haven't already, subscribe, you know, because it helps my wife know that I'm not crazy, that there's other people that care about these things too. So I think maybe the dad jokes, she's trying to like sabotage my page. I don't know. Maybe she's like, hey, if he does enough of these, then they'll stop listening. I don't know. So, but I kind of told her I would do it just to see how it went. So if you guys like the dad jokes, feel free, say it. And if you don't, you can say that too. That way I can tell her I need to stop. So here's the next one of the dad jokes. And this one says, what's a cucumber's favorite instrument? What's a cucumber's favorite instrument? A piccolo. No. Sometimes they're pretty funny. This one, You got to be really into music or something, or into instruments for that one, or cucumbers maybe. Pickles. I don't like pickles, so maybe that's what it is. But anyway, that's the dad joke for today. I appreciate you guys watching, even through this part of the dad jokes. No, I especially like you watching, or I appreciate you watching during this part, because that's rough. But well, thank you guys for watching again. Thank you guys for watching again, and appreciate you. And until next time, guys, the next convention is coming up in a couple weeks. I'm super excited. The Fandemic Dead and Atlanta Comic Con have joined together, so there's guests from all different genres. There's going to be the 4 hobbits from the Lord of the Rings movies, a few characters from the Karate Kid, and then there's going to be some Walking Dead people. I heard Maggie's been announced, and Jerry, and T-Dog, and Aaron, and a few others. So it's going to be a really cool convention. My brother is coming up from Orlando to go to this convention. He joined me last year at MegaCon for one day. It was his first ever convention experience, and he was blown away. So this time he's actually coming up here, and we're going to go to all 3 days, although I don't know if he knows it's 3 days, but we're going to go to all 3 days of the convention, where I'm going to be getting a lot of autographs, checking out a lot of the cosplay, hopefully picking up some items for my collection. I know some of the autographs are going in my collection. I have a bunch of Walking Dead stuff that I need to have signed. The 3-0 Maggie just came in. I'm going to get that signed. A couple Funkos, a couple posters, things like that. I know I have one poster that's a cast sign piece that I will add Maggie to, that will be on the website of That Convention Guy Collectibles. And so you can check it out there. Yeah, so thank you guys for joining. So, anyway, I'd love to talk to you guys, and until next time, hope you guys are doing well, and we'll see you. Thanks.